of the world, about to jump above it. Take it straight to the moon, 'cause we know how to rock it. Ain't no thing you can do, ain't no way to stop it. Now you feeling it too, let's get it started. Throw your hands in the air while the beat is dropping. Acting like you don't care when everybody's watching. Just keep whipping your hair like that, you got it. Yeah, you're feeling it too, let's get it started. I'm ready, ready. Let's get it, get it. I'm ready, ready. Are you ready, ready? Let's get it started. Charts off the meter, turn it up, blow the speakers, make them all to believers, break through the surface, tell them open the curtains, give them all what they wanted, yeah, now let's get started. I'm ready, ready. Let's get it, get it. Yeah, I'm ready, ready. I'm ready. Are you ready, ready? I'm ready. Let's get it started. Yeah, yeah, I'm ready, ready. Let's get it, get it. I'm ready, ready. Let's go. Are you ready, ready? Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it, get it. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Give me something new. Time to break it loose. Take it to another level. Now we on the move. Shout if you coming with me. Going over the limit. On your mark, keep it steady. So tell me, are you ready? I'm ready, ready. Let's get it, get it. I'm ready, ready. Are you ready, ready? Let's get it started.
Back to the Buckeye State. Within the boundaries of the great state of Ohio lies a small quarter-mile banked oval called the Limaland Motorsports Park. Owned and operated by UNHO, 16 degrees of banking, and some high-octane POWRi non-wing sprint car racing action is going to be a thriller that you don't want to miss. Hello and welcome, race fans, back to LSR TV, your home for sim racing since 2014. I'm Brandon Kreutz, and downstairs in the production trailer is our technical producer, Charles Wooten. It's going to be a good one here tonight, and these drivers are ready to lock and load and rip around to this small quarter-mile racetrack. These guys getting just a very brief amount of practice here, just quick, probably good for about a green, white, checker, hot lap session like you'd see it at a normal Saturday night race. We'd like to thank everybody for joining us here on a Thursday. And you know, this series developed here just recently, and last week they put on a really good show at Eldora. You can see practice session up right now, and they'll maneuver into a lone qualifying session for a 2-lap session. Heats, eight laps apiece. Any consolation races, there'll be 12 laps and a 40-lap feature here tonight. You see weather here tonight. Air temp sitting at a nice 70 degrees, partly cloudy. Wind's not going to be a factor, and the track should hopefully hold pretty well here as the sun will start to go down here tonight, and these guys will transition into a sunset setting and hopefully try to keep some of that moisture in the clay. See some of these guys out onto the racetrack now just for a brief hot lap session, try to get their cars dialed in, and these guys going to be ripping right against that catch fence here tonight, and it's definitely going to be a thriller. Fine line these guys will be on, and you know, you don't want to catch that right rear against that outside wall. It's going to suck that car right in, and you could end up going for a doozy of a ride. So you can see checker flag flies from head starter up on the flag stand. These guys will transition into their qualifying session, and a couple of laps to get her done, and We'll be able to look at the speed charts here in just a few moments. See Skylar Brown out on the racetrack right now. He's going to be one of the first cars out, car 10. See what he is this time around. These guys just straight ripping. That time by 11.959 for Skylar Brown that time around. See car 06 of Gray up on top of the board so far. Quick time of the night. So far, 11.814. Joshua Stike out there right now. Stike with a 12.189 at that time of the board. A little bit slower than his first lap around. These guys ripping so far. Gray was knocked off of the top of the charts. Dancing up there with a 11.812 up on the top of the board so far. That's going to be time to beat if any of these guys want quick time. Watching Keith Bradley now in the 71K. That time around, 11.844. 11.844, not quite good enough. That's going to put him back on the board. You see new fast time up on top of the board, 11.790 for car 33. That's going to be the time to beat all of these guys, looking like they've about all put in a lap so far. I believe that's about going to do it here. And I would like to apologize in advance for any possible mispronunciations of names. I am kind of a last-minute filler here for these guys, so gonna try my best, as not quite familiar with some of these POWRi names. Heat race number 1 on the grid here. Again, it's going to be 8 laps around this quarter-mile high-banked racetrack. These guys taking to the grid. Starting on a pole. Evan C. going to be starting on the pole inside front row. It's going to be Rylan Gray to his outside of the 06. Row 2 inside is going to be James Tiernan. And starting his outside is going to be Skylar Brown. Row 3 back there is going to be Felix Roy. And starting to his outside is going to be Bruce Jones. Making up row 4 on the inside is going to be 61J Jacob Denny. Starting his outside, Hunter Conley. Nathan Davis going to be making up row 5 alongside Cody Terry in the car 54. That's going to do it for heat race number 1 starting lineup. Evan C. going to be the control car for the first start of the night here in the Buckeye State. And it's going to get intense here. These guys going to be ripping around here. High octane, high horsepower. Pace's car, I believe, is going to be making a look for pit road this time around. They get the 1-to-go signal from the flag stand at that time. Ian Gray going to make up your front row for heat race number 1. Pace car makes its way into the safety of the infield. Evan C. is on the throttle. Green flag is in the air for the first time of the night. They charge down into turn 1 this time by, and it looks like C is going to lead the field down. Gray may have coming in his inside. It's going to be a drag race down into turn number 1. Side by side, battling the low groove works for now. How long is it going to last? These guys throwing it in there. Look at that right front come off the ground. Still side by side battle, and it's going to be 3 cars under a blanket as he pulls away from the rest of the pack. Nearly contact that time out of the corner. They charge down the front straightaway this time now into turn number 1. The battle for second is still hot. These guys giving it all they got. Gray still to the outside. He's going to hold that position number 2 so far. Does the inside have anything for him? He may have him this time off of 2 and didn't quite have him cleared that time. These guys going at it with just 4 laps to go in heat race number 1. C has pulled away a bit, but he's not totally gone yet. As this battle continues, he may have company on his hands already. C losing a little bit of ground to these guys now. Tiernan gonna look for that spot. Contact, Nerf bar to Nerf bar that time around. These guys hold it true and strong. Look out. Gray made a little bit of contact. He's gonna lose ground. White flag is in the air from the starter stand. Now they're looking for a clean battle, and it was side by side, but Evan C gets the win. Tiernan gonna finish second. What a battle up at the front of heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 of 3 entering the grid now. Starting on pole, car number 48, that's going to be Dylan Yeager. Starting in his outside, row number 1. Outside, it's going to be Austin Simmelman, I apologize. Starting row number 2 inside, it's going to be car number 41, Logan Rumsey. Ryan Caldwell going to be starting in his outside, car number 4. Row number 3 on the inside, car number 45, that's going to be Todd Brandt. His outside, Tyler Shell, car number 85. Inside, row number 4, it's going to be Cole Cabri in car number 12. Starting in his outside, car number 72, Craig Sheeran. Joshua Strike, car 80, going to make up inside row number 5. Brenton Hobson's going to be to his outside. They get the 1 to go signal this time from the starter stand. And again, I do want to apologize for any name mispronunciations here. I'm trying to learn quick here, folks, but these guys ready to rock and roll here for heat number 2. Fields on the throttle. Green flag is back in the air. Yeager going to hold strong to the inside. That seems to be the place to be so far. Looking to the inside is Rumsey that time. He may have something for him. He's running that middle groove, trying to dive it off, and they're going to be Nerf bar up front of this thing. Little bit high, slips Rumsey that time through the corner. He's going to lose a little bit of ground. Down to the inside, almost contacts down into the corner that time. So far, so clean, as these guys are going to power down the front straightaway once again. Into turn number 1. They're pulling away from your third place driver. These guys, this is the best battle out of the racetrack so far. Heat race number 2. They're going to get 4 to go that time at the stand. Rumsey losing a little bit of ground now. Now we're focusing on the battle back here for third. There's about 5 or 6 cars all under a blanket. Top 2 pulled away. These guys all battling it out. Trying to focus on position number 3 here, and looks like now all these guys are going to be single file battle for the lead up front once again. Rumsey was looking for the inside, and he got a little bit squirrely that time around. They're looking for the white flag this time, a bye. Yeager holding strong so far out of the lead. Easy drive, and it looks like these guys are going to hold where they are. And Rumsey way up the racetrack that time. That's going to leave Yeager with the win that time by Rumsey finishing second. So that was checkers out for heat race number 2. Now we focus in on heat 3. Time flies when you're having fun. Heat race number 3 of 3 on the grid already. Starting on pole inside front row is going to be car number 80, Vinny Sanson. Mason Hannigan going to be starting to his outside in the 1X. Inside road number 2, car number 71K, that's going to be Keith Bradley. Starting his outside, Trevor Royer, car number 90. Inside road number 3, it's going to be Jackson McLean. Starting his outside in the G6, it's going to be Benjamin Hickman. Inside row number 4 in the 1J, that's going to be Shane James. Starting in his outside, it's going to be Jack Jersick in car number 01. And the final row, row number 5, inside, it's going to be Wade Field. Starting in his outside, Ernie Williams Jr., car number 91. Heat race number 3, getting ready to roll here. The front row is ready to roll. They see the green flag from their head starter. This time, Field charges down into turn number 1. Danson holding it strong. He's going to pull the slide job. Now the crossover from Hannigan to the inside. Slide job once again, that time at a 3. They power down the front straightaway, and it's Slide City here in Limaland. Battle for the race lead. Sanson now slips way up the racetrack. Watch out for that outside concrete. He almost got a grasp of it. And again in the 1X, he pulls the slider back. Slide City still, these guys now going to have a drag race on their hands all the way into turn number 1. That top groove starting to come in. These guys going to try to utilize it near contact there with the third place driver. Bradley trying to get into the mix now, as well as Royer. They're both back there, trying to look for more positions. Danson now pulling away with the lead just a little bit. Hannigan back there, he may have his hands full. Here comes the 71K of Bradley. Bradley looking to the inside now. They're going to have a drag race on their hands all the way to turn 3. And that's going to sizzle out now. 4 cars under a blanket back there. 1 car up and over hard to the outside concrete. Caution flag flies. Mason Hannigan taking a wild ride. Hard hit. We'll go back and look at LSR TV Replay, brought to you by Pulse Poppers. Unbelievable, and I think that's what I was talking about just a couple of laps prior. Oh man, I think he jumped that cushion up there. We'll see what happens here. They powered down into 1, and he rode the concrete just for a short amount of time, and he caught that wicked loose dirt up on the very top of the racetrack, and that was enough to send him up and over. A wicked ride there for Hannigan. He was a contender up front too. He's going to have some ground to make up now. Looks like lights are out onto the iRacing official pace truck. The field's going to catch the green flag. This time by out of turn number 4. Pace truck makes its way down to the safety of the infield. Green flag flies. Once again, 2 laps to go. 2 to go. Sanson going to try to pull through. Now white flag they're showing from the officials. Officials showing white flag. It's going to be checkered this time at the line. Sanson gets the win. Bradley, Royer, and Jurek going to be their top 4. Fields rounding out the top 5. And ladies and gentlemen, this like that. That's our 3 heat races in the books. Now moving on to the C main. Your starting lineup for the C main. Inside row number 1, starting on pole is going to be car number 81, Jackson McLean. Hunter Canelli is going to be starting into his outside on the 8C. Inside row number 2, car number 72, that's going to be Craig Sheeran. Starting into his outside is going to be Mason Hannigan in car 1X. Inside row number 3, car number 36, that's going to be Nathan Davis. Starting to his outside, car number 88, that's going to be Brenton Hobson. Row number 4 inside, car number 91, that's going to be Ernie Williams Jr. Starting to his outside, car number 54, Cody Terry. Row number 5, starting on the inside, is going to be car number 80, Joshua Steinke. Joshua Steinke. I apologize. Outside row number 5 is going to be the G6, Benjamin Hickman. We're all here to have fun, ladies and gentlemen. POWRi non-wing racing. We're ready to rock and roll. See main racing action time. I haven't done solo in a while either, so we're working there. We're getting there. The field doubles up, stacks up. They're ready to go racing this time. McLean did not grid. He did not grid, so that's going to be one car out. One to watch. We saw he took a wild tumble down there in the last heat. Hannigan going to be starting back there in the 3rd row. He's fast. The field ready to rip this time. They get the signal. Green flag is in the air for your C-main. Sheeran gets the early jump. He gets the whole shot down into turn 1. The field powers down the back straightaway. 3 wide, battling down into turn 3. Look at Canelli looking to make something happen. Contact there. Everybody keeps it together. 4 cars under a blanket. This time down into turn 3 once again. It's going to be a side-by-side battling for your 2nd position. Hannigan, Canelli, going to be trying to make something happen here. The AC looking to the outside. He's going to make it stick that time by Hannigan, knocking it back down to the 1X. He clips a tire to the inside. Look out, car 1X. He loses it, and he loses a lot of ground there. A lot of ground to make up here. Canelli going to hold on to that 2nd position. Brenton Hobson now up to that 3rd position. Hobson, car number 88, trying to make something happen now. These guys may have company on their backs here soon. Look out, Hannigan. 1 car up to the concrete, up and over goes 1 car back there. 2 cars up and over. We stay green. Williams and Hickman now out of this thing. We do stay green for the C-main. 3 cars under a blanket up out front. Sheeran, Canali, Hobson, all looking up there. Hobson may have company to his outside. Look out, Hannigan. Contact made that time off of turn number 4. He said, hey, Brenton, how you doing? And goodbye. Hobson not going to give up that easy. He's going to give it right back to him this time on the inside. Slide job of the crossover, that time off of turn number 4. Hannigan looking to the inside. Caution flag flies on the speedway. Caution flag flies for the 2nd time tonight. We're going to look at the POWRi replay. Ripping on the outside here. See what happened, and just caught that wall and up and over. I'm trying to see what the number on that car was. That was car number 80 of Stein. Tough break. That was another fast runner here, and we see top 3 guys. I'm looking at that 3rd place position here as these guys get set to throttle back up. Looking at that 3rd place, Hannigan and Hobson. They were putting on a show back there. Green flag flies once again. It's going to be 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go. Sheeran powers to the inside. Hobson's got company. Look out, almost contact back there for the 3rd position. He don't want to fall back any further than what he is. Trying to make the A main contact. Big time contact. Around goes the 8. Everybody somehow manages to keep it going. Call Hannigan mayhem because that was more contact with that car number 1X. Holding strong in the second position now. Checkered flag flies. That's time for your C main. Sheeran, Hannigan, and Davis. Hobson going to finish back there in fourth. B main time. Starting lineup for your B main. Starting inside car number 61J, that's going to be Jacob Denny. Starting to his outside car number 12, that's going to be Cole Cabri. Inside row number 2, car number 71, that's going to be Wade Fields. Starting his outside car number 91F, that's Felix Roy. Inside row number 3, Tyler Shell in the 85. Starting his outside car number 1J, that's going to be Shane James. Inside row number 4, car number 71B, that's going to be Bruce Jones. Starting his outside car number 45. I couldn't quite catch the name on that, I apologize. Inside row number 5, it's going to be Craig Sheeram. Mason Hannigan going to be starting in his outside in car number 1X. Todd Branson, the 45. Oh boy, we're all over the place here tonight with myself and technical producer Charles Wooten back here. Every dog has their day, dog. Field's going to be ready to rock and roll this time by Pace Truck. Makes it to the safety of the infield. Field's on the throttle. Green flag is out. We're B-main racing. Denny, 61J, he's going to be holding strong. He gets the whole shot all the way down into turn number 3. Pressure from behind now. That's going to be Cole Cabri trying to make his way up. Cabri looking for that second position. He does manage to clench it. Fields back there, car number 71. He wants a piece of the action. Nearly caught a piece of the concrete was Shell back there, and now he's going to be looking to the inside for third. Side by side battle all the way down into turn 3. Now this time off of 4. Does the inside have anything left? Nothing that time around. Everybody holds true single file. Everybody trying to still move around. I think that bottom line could still have a little bit once this top groove starts to fade just a little bit, but that cushion's starting to build up on the outside. These guys all going to be ripping around there. You see just how close they're getting to that outside concrete. Man, look at Shell to the outside. He got a wicked run. Now going to be looking to the inside this time of Fields. Fields hangs strong to the outside that time. One car over to the outside wall. He managed to keep it going. That's going to be Cabri. Oh, man. Popping wheelies back there like a boss with Shell. He managed to keep it straight. Look out, more contact. Nerf bar that time around. And he's going to pull the big slider on Cabri. The crossover that time out of turn 2. These guys still battling. This is the best battle out of the racetrack so far for position number 3. Cabri could not quite get it back that time. He's going to be looking once again, trying to get that run to the inside. He's trying to get enough to where he can maybe pull that slider down under the entrance of one of these corners. 3 laps to go now. Up to the outside concrete, near contact that time. Everybody manages to keep it together. Unbelievable here. Everybody on the edge of their seats. Cabri may need new pants after that view. Looking up at your leader, Denny, 61J. He's going to be leading the field up front. He's got a good size gap now. White flag is in the air. One more time around for your field. Now this time, Denny clenches the checkers. Field second. Shell going to hold strong in third. Cabri coming up with that 4th place finish. Well, folks, that's going to do it for your prelim action here. We're going to step away just for a brief moment. I'm going to give my voice a rest here, and we'll be right back with you in just a few. You're watching LSR TV.
An automobile purchase shouldn't be hard. The hardest part for the consumer in the whole process should be selecting the vehicle. We have the online credit application. We can bring the car to you to see it, to test drive it, to deliver it. We have all the tools in place, and we've had them in place for a long time. I just think now we've perfected it. It's become part of our culture. We've, kind of taken it to the next level. It is easy, and it should be easy, and it should be fun, and it shouldn't take a whole lot of time.
This is our series,
So many different pieces that you have to watch out for.
where the stakes are always higher,
$300,000.
where virtual meets reality,
How bad do you want it?
They're wasting no time getting at it.
where the best thrive and the flawless win. This is the eNASCAR Coca-Cola iRacing Series.
If recent storms have caused damage to your property, contact 811 before you begin your cleanup. Buried utilities around uprooted trees can make a bad situation worse if those lines are not located before digging. Electric, natural gas, and internet lines are everywhere, and knowing where they are is the safest way to start any digging project. Call North Carolina 811 by dialing 811 or by using single address ticket on nc811.org or the NC811 app.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to LSR TV, your home for sim racing since 2014. Tonight with a POWRi 410 non-wing racing action. These guys ready to rock and roll here, just about for A-Main Racing. The POWRi 410 Non-Wing Sprint Car Series is brought to you by Indy Racing Parts, Tim Sims Dirt Track Simulators, and Elite Performance Industries. I'd like to thank all of our partners that make these broadcasts possible. These guys are ready to rip for tonight's A-Main. Starting on pole inside row number 1, that's going to be car number 33 of Evan C. Turning to his outside, car number 48, that's going to be Dylan Yeager. Inside row number 2, car number 80, that's going to be Vinny Sanson. Outside row number 2, car number 98, that's going to be James Tiernan. Inside row number 3, car number 41, that's going to be Logan Rumsey. Starting to his outside, car number 71K, Keith Bradley. Inside row number 4, it's going to be car 10, Skylar Brown. Starting his outside, it's going to be Austin Schimmelman, car number 18. Row number 5, Trevor Royer, going to be starting to the inside, car number 90. Starting to the outside, it's going to be Rylan Gray in car number 06. And the rest is going to roll on your screen. These guys just about set to go. Pace car ducks down to the safety of pit road, this time by. Green flag is in the air. We're racing at Limaland. The field powers down through turn number 1 and 2, now down into 3 and 4 already. Small quarter-mile bull ring. 33 of C's got company up front. Here comes Yeager. Trying to make something happen to the inside of this time. Side-by-side battle in that inside line. Still's got a little bit of moisture down there. Still has something left. 3 wide back there for second. 3 wide battling. Slip up down at the bottom that time by. These guys going to try to settle it out. Everybody racing under a blanket right now. Yeager trying to make something happen this time once again. He's still holding strong to the outside. This is your battle for the race lead. 5 laps in now. Everybody trying to make something happen early. Everybody trying to make their way through here in these opening laps. And so far, so clean and green. Look at this hornet's nest back behind them. The field powers down into turn 3 this time. And man, oh man. Cars scattered everywhere, side-by-side battle and contact. Nearly won a round. He manages to collect it. Unbelievable talent in driving. That was wheel-to-wheel contact. Everybody managed to collect together. Caution on the speedway. I believe this may be for Bruce Jones. We'll take a look at the Pulse Poppers replay. The field powers down into 1 here. They were 3 wide. Wheel-to-wheel contact there. That's going to send car number 17 to be around. That's going to be Bruce Jones. So Jones going to bring out the first caution of the A-Main. First caution of the A-Main here. Field's gonna restack them, re-rack them here. We're gonna get ready to do this all over again. They line up behind the iRacing official pace truck. Should be seeing the signal any, I think, time around, maybe. We'll see the signal to double up and get ready to go green. This time by looking for lights out on top of the pace truck. We got light, folks. I think track lights just kicked on there. Pace truck pulls in this time. D is the control car. He fires off. Green flag back in the air. They storm down into turn number 1 to the side-by-side battle for the race lead. Yeager still trying to find the moisture on the low side. He's making it work decent so far, but will it be enough? Watch out for them inside. Yuka tires don't want to get them either. He's making it work. Yeager to the inside. Trying to make it happen. Evans C to the outside. He's right about middle groove up there now. Ever so easy on the throttle you have to be to make this line work. Now back up against the walls, car number 33 is C. This is your battle for the race lead. 14 laps in. Going to be 15 laps in when they cross the stripe. Yeager trying to focus down on the inside. Intense battle for the race lead. Look out, almost up and over. He bicycled. That thing was car number 48 of Yeager. Trying to make it work to the inside. These guys still going at it here. You can see just how finesse you have to be. And he's getting down low and dirty there to the inside. Trying to make it stick. You can see right where that groove is, a little bit high that side by, and then tries to point it right down and back into the moisture. A little bit of a correction that side. Now he's going to try to shift around, see if he can find anything different. D is starting to pull away onto the outside. You can see that outside, I think, kind of burnt itself off there, at least through turns 1 and 2. I think that outside, the very outside, kind of burnt itself off. These guys aren't running right against that cushion anymore. D making it work through 3 and 4 that time, though. Caution on the speedway once again. "20 laps in of the 40-lap feature." Who's Tiernan, I believe this caution was for. These guys ripping the outside here, and I can almost bet you one of them caught a wheel. And at that time, still, oh, doggy pile back there out of turn 2. Go back a little further in our replay, see what happened here. Being told technical difficulties not allowing us to go back on replay, but looked like 3 or 4 cars back there. I apologize, not able to show that. 3 or 4 cars back there, everybody get involved, gonna have to go back to the rear. That was about mid-pack there that happened. C is on the throttle once again. Green flag is back in the air. C is making it work on the outside. Those guys back there, 2nd and 3rd, still trying to fight on that low side. Can they make up any ground? Car number 33, he's going to be the car to beat so far, and he's pulling away with the lead once again. Rumsey back there now trying to make his way into the mix. He wants to throw his hat in the ring, see what he's got. Almost contact there between your 2nd and 3rd placement. Battle for 2nd is now on. They're slowly watching car number 33 of C pull away. Rumsey, little bit of a slip that side by. He's going to have some ground to make up once again. Trying to find that moisture. You can see right where that line is, and that's about all they got. You can see Rumsey slips up the racetrack there. Look at how much ground he lost. He's going to have company soon from the 80 of Sanson. He's going to have company real soon. Some of these guys still trying to finesse that outside. Wow. Saw Cabri right against the outside wall there. All of these guys trying to battle. They're pounding the cushion up there. Wicked close to that concrete. Already just 14 laps to go. This is 4, 5, 6 cars under a blanket here. Look out, nearly contact there. Oh, 1 car around. Hard on the outside wall. Caution flag flies. Somehow manages to keep that car wound up and going, but that was wicked hard contact with the outside wall. Try to see who exactly that was. Keith Bradley, I believe it was, going back on our Pulse Poppers replay. See, Bradley just caught a wheel there. Nearly went up and over. Oh, man. All of these guys doing a wicked job to avoid the spinning race car that is Keith Bradley, and everybody gonna manage to pull away from this one. So, we're going to try this one more time. It'll be 12 to go when they go back green. So, looking to catch the green, I believe, this time. Pace truck. Going to veer off to the safety of the infield once again. It's going to be 12 to go when they hit the stripe. They're on the throttle. Green flag is back in the air. C holding the lead. He's going to be the car to beat tonight. Look out for that Yeager tire back there, Yeager. Nearly catching it again. These guys really ripping that low line here, and I can't say that's what I expected tonight at Limaland. Is these guys normally ripping right around the outside, but the inside groove still's got a little bit of life left in it. Yeager not letting C pull away. These guys all trying to make something happen here. Rumsey, he's fading. Rumsey is fading back a little bit, but I don't think Yeager has had the final say quite yet. He still wants to throw his hat into this. About a 0.5 of a second gap there is between first and second now. Starting to expand though once again. Ever so finessing the throttle. Caution flag is on the speedway again. I was going to say, ever so finessing that throttle is Evan C up there. You can see he's riding right in that black stuff, which is really impressive, but he's finding speed up there. Trying to figure out the reason of the caution here. Try to find it for everybody. Go back on our replay. Oh, man. What a save back there, though. You saw there was a little bit of contact back there between a couple of cars and just kicked it sideways a little bit, but managed to gather that thing back up. Wicked impressive driving. You can see already just how quick it happens here. Lights already back out on top of the iRacing official pace truck. The field looking for the green this time by single file restarts here. Evan C gonna bring the field back to a green. He's on the throttle. Green flag flies again. You can see he's riding right through that smooth, slick stuff, but he's finding speed in it. Does the inside have anything left? Now right against the outside concrete. They catch 6 to go that time. D fighting out front of this thing so far. Flagger's going to be waving at him this time at the stand. 5 laps to go. Race leader Evan C holding strong so far. Nothing for him back there for second. Rumsey trying to fight a battle for second though. You can see he caught a little bit of a push that time by. Does the 80 of Sanson have anything for a podium? He's trying to rip that outside. These guys all different spots in the racetrack. We love to see it. 3 laps to go now near A-Main. They're going to be catching popsicle sticks this time by. 2 laps to go at the flag stand. Evan C going to try to hold strong. Just needs to make a couple of clean laps here. He's going to see the white silk this time. White flag is in the air from your starter. One more time around for Evan C. 1 car up and over. He's going to clear. They're going to keep it clean and green. Coming off of turn 4, Evan C is going to be victorious at Limaland. Awesome, awesome job tonight from car number 33. and a little bit of love back there from his friends. Good racing all around, and see, they're gonna park it right here on the start finish. Running through your unofficial race results here tonight. Evan C. comes home with the victory. Dylan Yeager manages to pull off that second place finish, battling on the inside. You can see Vinny Sanson, he made it work on the outside. He's going to come home with the final position of the podium, finishing in third. Cole Cabri manages to work his way up to that 12th place finish. Tyler Shell finishing in fifth. Finishing in sixth is going to be car number 1X of Mason Hannigan. Shane James finishing up there in the 7th position. Eighth is going to be Zach Jurek. Austin Semmelman going to be finishing in that 9th spot. Rounding out the top 10 is going to be Rylan Gray. Finishing in the 11th position is going to be Trevor Royer. Ryan Caldwell going to be finishing back there in 12th. 13th is going to be Bruce Jones, with Wade Fields going to be finishing in that 14th spot. Rounding out the top 15 is going to be Keith Bradley, and Craig Sheeran going to be finishing in 16th. 17th is going to be Todd Brand. He had a hard battle earlier, and he got caught up sideways a little bit. That was one of our cautions. Car number 41, Logan Rumsey. He lost a ton of ground there. Something happened to him in the closing laps. He finishes all the way back in 18th. 19th, Felix Roy and Jacob Denny rounding out the top 20. James Tiernan and Skylar Brown going to be rounding out your final two, 21 and 22. We're going to step away on a quick break here. You're watching POWRi on LSR TV. We'll be back with you for the post-race show. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to POWRi here live at LSR TV, your home for sim racing since 2014. And just getting done with the A main, and we've got our second and first place drivers down here on the podium. Start off with Dylan Yeager. Dylan, hard-fought battle, and one of the only cars that I saw managing to make the inside line work. How you feeling after tonight's run?
Yeah, I feel pretty good about the run tonight. You know, Evan was obviously a little bit better there. He could run a more consistent line than me. It seemed like the bottom was a little bit more choppier, but I think for like a one-lap stint, the bottom might have been better. But you know, we've been really good here the first 2 weeks. You know, with the top two both weeks, and you know, hopefully we can keep that up and roll the momentum for the rest of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, you look like you had a fast race machine underneath you. Is there anybody that you got to thank or give a shout out to here for your second place performance tonight?
Yeah, obviously got to thank Evan, as always. Got to thank everyone at Team VLR. Got to thank Toter Xylo Frenchies, Majul C Speed Shop, CFM Esports, Bighorn Taxidermy, TAC 3 Defense. Got to thank y'all for the broadcast and for POWRi and Wade and Keith for all running this deal.
Awesome job tonight, and thanks for talking with us. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your second place finisher, Dylan Yeager. Scooting on over here to victory lane. He's out of the race car now. Evan C. coming home victorious tonight. And Evan, awesome job. And you were running a couple of lines that I don't think I've seen anybody make work here on a slick racetrack. How you feeling after tonight's performance?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little surprised that I was able to get those lines to work there, because I had no idea where I needed to be at on the track, and I didn't test any laps on a track that slick. It was just all, you know, pretty tacky stuff that I tested in, and so I had no idea where I needed to be at the start of the race, and you know, I just went with what like it would be fast, and I didn't feel like it would be you know, that good all the way around the top, but I mean, I just went to the middle there, those first laps, and, you know, found that little cut down in 3 and 4, and, you know, I was kind of surprised that it was working out for me, and, you know, just trying to hit that most consistent I could there, and, you know, just, you know, keep an eye out on any other lines that might have been forming, and, you know, just trying to stay on top of the track.
Well, I know that you saw a 48 peak underneath you a couple of times there, and what were you feeling in those closing laps here as we were coming off these restarts?
Yeah, I mean, I knew the bottom was kind of good for one lap there. You know, I think it was definitely a little bit better in the beginning of the race. You know, like Rumsey was pretty good down there, but I mean, it just got pretty slick, and you know, you had to be real close to the tires on the bottom, which made it, you know, definitely consistent to hit. And you know, I mean, I knew Dylan, you know, if he could hit a lap, he could probably get to me, but, you know, I felt like the line that I was running was definitely more consistent, and, you know, as long as that line didn't go away for me, I felt like I could, you know, definitely hold off, you know, any charge from second or, you know, anybody else that, you know, might have some speed.
Absolutely, and awesome run here tonight from you. And is there anybody that you'd like to thank or give a shout out to here for your performance tonight, Evan?
I mean, yeah, I thank everybody at Team VLR, you know, Dylan Yeager for helping us with setup, and, you know, we've been, you know, 2 wins so far, so hopefully we can continue on the momentum, and just everybody else helps us out, CFM Esports, Majul C Speed Shop, TAC 3 Defense, Bighorn Taxidermy, Captain Morgan, and, you know, just gotta thank y'all guys for broadcasting, POWRi, and, you know, everybody helped put on a series for us.
Awesome job. Thank you for your time and talking with us. Ladies and gentlemen, that's tonight's POWRi feature winner, Evan C. And we did manage to grab our third placeman now. Vinny Sanson down here on the podium. And Vinny, you had a really good run tonight. You were powering through on that outside in those closing laps. How you feeling after a third place finish?
Oh, feeling pretty good. Considering after last week ended up somewhere mid-pack, you know, 10th or 12th or something, this is definitely a step in the right direction.
You know, you stayed kind of quiet all race long, and And those closing laps, we started to see your car number 80 start to make its way up through, and you were making that outside work. What was it like pounding up against that outside concrete?
I was just tiptoeing, with me in the wall there, and if you every once in a while you kind of brush it, but you use that to kind of sling you down into the next corner, and just I think the track started to come to me, and I was kind of set up for up there. Got my shocks dialed in finally to keep my car straight at least, and those guys had the bottom rolling pretty good, so I knew I wasn't gonna catch them or even pass them. So I just gotta run where they're not. Got my lane cleared, and just enough time for it to come in there to get around Logan for third.
Well, awesome run tonight here for you. You end up on the podium, third place finish. Is there anybody that you'd like to thank or shout out to?
Yeah, all my friends and family that support me and watch your stuff on streaming social media stuff, and guys like you guys for broadcasting us and getting the non-winning sprint cars out there. It's been great the last few seasons, all the exposure and getting the all the heavy hitters and big names drivers competing with us really ups the level of competition. It's a great site. Appreciate it, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time and talking with us. That's going to be your third place finisher on the night, Vinny Zanzen. And race fans, that's going to about do it for our coverage here tonight on LSR TV. Want to give a quick shout out to tonight's sponsors here. Once again, Indy Race Parts, Tim Sims Dirt Track Simulators, and Elite Performance Industries. We'd like to thank everybody from tuning in and watching here tonight, from everybody at POWRi to the virtual live